and welcome back. Last time on Descent into the Heartcoil Deeps, these lovely adventurers started, descending into the Heartcoil Deeps. Mm-hmm. And in doing so, worked out that it was going to be quite difficult, had to traverse some difficult tunnels, work out what they were going to do with the fact that it was so dark.
I forgot about Thomas's armour scraping on all the walls.
Oh, yeah.
Thomas scraped through everything. That, of course, attracted greeblies, and you fought off some carrion crawlers, and you also found an underground stream, and then were attacked by cloakers. It's been quite an ordeal so far. However, it has been
I have 17 hit points. 17.
However, you have just found yourselves at a place where you can put up a tiny hut, which has been done. You are all inside it and are about to be ready to taking a long rest. Mm-hmm. Would anyone like to discuss anything before, during, or after your long rest? Do you have anything in particular you want to do before, during, or after your long rest?
I want to do something. I don't know if I can do it, but I would like to try.
Okay.
So I have some dragon bits.
You have dragon
from the dragon. I don't remember what colour it was. Was it red? It was a red dragon.
It was a red dragon.
Red. Can I enchant magic items, please?
Ooh. Can you what now?
Can I don't know if it's a thing that I can do, but I assume someone in the world must be able to enchant magic items, and artificers have only existed for like a year, so therefore probably it was wizards, maybe? This is my pitch.
I love what this kid's doing. Let's work with this.
Right, so I'm currently looking up this.
All I'm thinking now is, because you made that comment about artificers, I'm imagining Shavareth saying to a young artificer, "You're good, kid, real good, but as long as I'm around, you'll always be some messy."
The kid's just slowly, grinding a cog on a gun.
There are crafting rules. All right.
I flicked my coke in a celebration.
That was amazing.
You have located crafting rules.
Honestly, I've never done it as a DM. It's literally never happened. So I'm kind of looking up how to do it because
like a light bulb just came on.
Thomas, can I borrow your sword for a sec? Might take longer than a sec. A sec was probably an underestimation. I'm sorry, I'm going to put the coke away.
All right, what are you trying to do?
I was just going to see if I could, infuse it with some of the dragon bits, maybe?
Oh. Okay.
I don't know if I can. I won't destroy it, though, I promise.
Okay.
Famous last words.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, man, if you do destroy that, it'll be amazing.
Thomas is just a shield.
Okay. So have you got the shield or the sword? I wasn't paying attention. I was reading up the rules.
Sword, I think. The shield is already really cool, so...
And I would say I've also got a thunder mace if this does all go wrong.
Okay. It says in the DMG, and I've never done this before, so I am looking it up and doing this on the fly. You need a formula to make it, like a recipe, which you clearly don't have. It requires an exotic material, which you do have, and there's a table that suggests the challenge rating of the creature that the character faced to acquire the materials for an item. And the CR of that thing was quite high, so you've definitely got some very valuable items that could be used to make... Hang on.
I might have a recipe. You don't know. You don't know what's in my book.
Technically, they do.
No. I'm intrigued, and I think this is a fun thing to do. The amount of time it would take is utterly insane, and the amount of money it would cost is also utterly insane. But then again... I think we're having fun. Let's play around with this.
Level 11.
First off, roll me a D100.
Here we go. 50.
I can feel the table shake.
Sorry.
Was indeed a table shaker. Yeah, you hear it over here. Dick wolf. Right, so... No complications arise from you trying to do this. That's a good start.
That's nice.
That's very good stuff.
That's nice.
But you are going to be doing this without expertise, without any knowledge of what you are doing. Yep. It's going to be random and you just trying something out. And also, you're trying to do it in, one long rest?
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
I mean, preferably before the long rest, so I can also rest.
So about 10 minutes then.
A minute or two. How many weeks does it take? 25. Oh, right.
Wow. Okay.
We don't have 25 weeks.
No, that also seems like a very different kind of game, whether you ask for 25 work weeks. There's more. We're doing a different kind of game. I will say, roll me and... What tool proficiencies do you have?
Playing card set.
Well, up here,
Thomas is a leather worker.
You
If
read
it's
the
about
item's fortunes until the...
Thomas is a leather
maybe
worker.
attaching a bit of the dragon bone as the
Pommel.
hilt or a pommel or
Yes.
yeah.
Look, I'm proficient in magic. I'm really proficient at magic.
Do you have the mending cantrip?
I can do.
You can do?
Oh, I do. I've got it prepped at the moment. I swap them out sometimes.
Of course, because cantrip formulas. If you've got mending as well, then of course, yeah, that's good to me. Does anyone else in the party have any tool proficiencies? Let's make this a whole party.
I'm a nomad.
Just smithing.
Yeah, I've got to say, yeah.
Forging
Halbernet
weaponry.
definitely doesn't.
Absolutely not.
Can you not ride land vehicles or something, Hal? Is that not something you've got? I'm pretty sure Hal can drive land vehicles. Hal's got a driving license.
And by drive land vehicles, you mean ride a horse.
No, it's like knows how to steer a cart. And
Hal is definitely a Sunday driver.
Yes. I will get there. Give me time.
Does Corey not have a jeweler's kit or something similar?
I mean, if she has, I've literally never used it. Hold on.
It's so pretty, though.
To be fair, why would you have?
Well, indeed.
Anna's family are...
I've got Tinker's tools.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah, the Tinkerers, yeah.
Corey's family.
Corey's family, yeah, not Anna's family.
Anna personally.
Okay,
Yeah, I've got Tinker's tools, yeah.
great, all right.
I don't know what they do in games, so I've never used them.
You
Well,
They're for tinkering.
tinker
They're
with
for
things.
the basic bog standard fossicking about, basically. Well, then in which case, fossicking about is not a rude turn of phrase, Nat.
Sure it's not.
In which case, Shavarith, are you going to tell the others that you're trying to do this and try and make it sort of a group activity?
I mean, we're all inside a tiny hut. I was not quiet.
Oh, this is fascinating. And
And Hal can, of course, can add nothing.
nothing. We'll tell everyone about how they
Hang on, Hal.
can't.
I'm pretty sure that you've got some kind of tool proficiency, Hal, and I'm going to look up your character sheet to see if I can find it.
It's horses.
Maybe
Horses.
maybe Hal has playing card sets as well, and we can play cards together.
Keep everyone distracted.
No tool proficiencies whatsoever. Hal's got nothing. Nothing is...
Yeah. Definitely
Wow.
there's always been other people to do that.
Right, so Hal is interested but has nothing to add. Corey, Nolan, are you engaging with us at all?
I guess I would probably be like, I mean, does this help? And just hold up my toolkit.
I mean,
Probably.
maybe if you use it. I have no idea what that is.
I'm
Oh,
guessing
this-
your tool is like a pen knife or something.
I mean, it's
Swiss
probably
Army
like a very like, so it's, right. You know when you have like a little wooden box and the hinges break? So you
Yeah.
just kind of like shove it together and hope it stays there?
Yeah.
Like, that's what this is. And it has got like a little pen knife and kind of like maybe a tiny
Screwdriver.
hammer and like a tiny screwdriver.
It's a Swiss
Like
Army knife. yeah.
gnome sized shit. Yeah.
Beautiful. I feel like that would sort of, whatever the gnomish equivalent for bar mitzvah is, you'd get that at that point.
Yes. Yes,
That's a
exactly.
great in-universe thought. I love it.
You've
Cool.
become an adult now. Here.
Tinker.
Let's have a tinkering set.
That's Swiss Army. Good. Right. Okay. So Corey's helping as well. Namlan, are you getting involved in any way?
Do you need help?
I mean, I
Well,
would
I thought you
appreciate you making sure the sword doesn't break. To be honest,
Exactly.
I
I
have
also appreciate you doing that.
This is my family sword, is it not? Or is
No,
it
no, no. This is the one that got nicked from Roya.
This is,
This is the one that was in
right.
the horde.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, heat would probably be beneficial. Anybody can do that.
I can do Corey can also. We can fire.
It's not a problem. Yes.
Fire is not an issue.
Is fire going to be a good idea in this enclosed space?
Yes.
If you want to smith a sword, yes.
I mean, I could fireball in here. We'd be fine.
Don't need that much fire.
Okay.
Just because of the way
just
that Tiny
focus
Hut
on-
works.
I can't do
smoke
any-
could come out, but you'd still be able to breathe inside.
I can't do any less fire than a fireball. I can do a fireball or nothing.
I do have continual flame, would you believe? But that produces no heat and uses no oxygen.
Why Why the hell do you have continual flame?
I realised that I should probably change that pretty soon.
You're a cleric. You can change your spells after every long rest.
I'm gonna.
Good.
Give me a minute.
I mean, all I want to do is put the dragon bits into the sword or on the sword and then do something, I don't know, maybe it'll come to me to enchant it.
Kara, you did fire earlier. Do you reckon you could just keep up heating the sword?
If we're sure that's safe, then I can try.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I guess I'll help. She like shrugs her jacket off, gets her hand.
So this has to be.
Gets her biceps out.
This has to be continuous fire, does it?
You could
Would be a good idea.
You could work
Just keep heating it.
if you use a firebolt to light something on fire, you could then use the fire from that.
Okay, which is what I do.
Yeah. There's not any wood in the Underdark, just to be clear. There's no wood around.
You might be able to burn mushrooms.
If you had
You were
mushrooms.
lucky.
We
I don't think we took any because Noemlin just ate a load and they were bad.
They were bad. They were amazing when you chose not to take any with you.
I have a lot of paper.
Is that going to be spare paper or is that scrolls?
That would be a shame.
No, I don't have any scrolls. I have a lot of paper. I could spare some of it.
Paper will burn very quickly.
I don't know that. Cool.
You do know that.
No, I have high-end, not high-whiz.
There is a dead cloaker on the floor as well.
Oh, nice.
That's wet.
That's going to smell great.
Or I suppose you could burn the rug. The gesture at the cloaker.
The rug?
Yeah, it's lying on the floor like a big...
Yeah, it's true.
black
It's like
rug.
a rug. I'm sorry, I think you burn the rugs like someone's wearing a wig. Hal goes,
Cloak a wig. Oh.
It's not dry material, so it won't burn very well.
I will say that with a firebolt, you could easily sort of effectively cast it continuously as a sort of ongoing heat source. That'd be fine.
Okay, fine. I'd do that then.
Cool.
Yeah, because we only need to heat the sword. Don't need to make a fire.
Yeah. As I'm casting it, I'm like constantly looking around at everyone to make sure they're not cooking. Like,
I think Corey is noticeably sort of being very cautious around casting, as you've all noticed in the last bit of the adventure. Corey is being very cautious around casting, so it just reinforces that. We can come back to that in a minute. Right, moment of truth. I need a tools check from Nelman first. These all need to be good. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, see, I assumed that if I did really bad, we'd still get a really cool thing.
Here's hoping.
So, what am I doing?
You can use your strength or your dexterity, and then you add your proficiency modifier because you're proficient in your tools.
Are we arguably all helping each other?
No, you're all doing individual rolls.
All right. Could Hal potentially guidance someone?
Hal could guidance every single person. I'd allow that. Because it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So Hal is helpful. Who knew?
Not me.
So, using my dex, it should be a +9.
Highly uninteresting.
Okay, add a d4 as well, because everything is being guidanced.
Dankeschön! Ooh, 20. Not that.
Nice.
With the d4 as well?
20.
Non-natural 20.
Oh, no, sorry, 29.
What?
Nice.
I forgot to add my. I rolled a 4 and a 16. I forgot to add the +9. It's a 29.
That's insane.
Neilman, as we've discussed before, Neilman has a portable stove. So Neilman is able to place the sword somewhere safe, heat the metal of the blade. Now, most swords, the pommel has metal and it is part of the metal of the sword blade itself, because that way the sword maintains its... Sorry, now go on.
The pommel itself isn't. The pommel itself is a separate piece, but there's I can't remember the name of it. It's like is it the tang?
Is it the tang that's inside?
The pommel is, the tang is the end, sorry. The tang is the end of the sword that you slide the hilt onto, then you slide the pommel on, and then you've got a button which you screw on at the end.
Cool. Then in which case, with a bit of heating, you're able to unscrew the pommel of this sword and also maintain the heat of it as Shavara starts placing bits of dragon, and we are talking like bone, scale,
Teeth.
Teeth as well, onto the blade and trying to inset them into the blade. And so far it appears to be working.
Whoa. Put your gloves on.
All
I
right.
should give you a spare pair of gloves.
Thank you.
Safety in the forge. Lovely. Anna, can Corey roll me a Tinkerer's Tools check? So it's a D4 again so it's your proficiency modifier plus your. I will say you can debate with me which ability score you'd like to use.
So.
Charisma performance.
I can see charisma working on this one. That's I can see intelligence, wisdom. I can see all of those.
Yeah, I mean the rest of it's all much of a muchness. I think. So is it +9? No, +4. So I'm gonna gun for intelligence. I think.
Okay, so that's +4. What is it? That's
+6.
+6. That's great. So
and plus D4.
So D4, 20, a D20, a D4 +6.
Okay, hold on. Maths. That's a dirty 20.
Nice.
Wow.
Lovely. Okay.
Okay.
Corey, using various tools from the toolkit, is able to, again, take the pieces of the sword apart so they can have things done to them, and then also able to start putting the pieces back together again to make sure it doesn't stop being...
Am I doing this while continuously casting Firebolt?
Yes.
Am I being hold this and then...
Yes, very much so. That is correct.
My guidance is happening. This is amazing.
Nat, roll me a leatherworker's check to fix the... what's it called? Handle. It's not handle. The
Grip?
The hilt.
grip. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yes.
Just love the idea.
Using strength?
Yeah, makes sense.
I mean, you have to pull that leather real
I'm gonna
hard.
pull it tightly.
I mean, if you're basically re-curing the dragon skin as a kind of leather so that you can wrap the guard in it, yeah, why not?
That's awesome.
Right.
I love the idea that Hal's guidance is like, no, over there.
Proficiency
Don't
bonus is
I reckon-
19.
I reckon Hal's guidance is basically just a good. Yay!
Well done.
Good team. That's a 23.
Yeah, brilliant.
Oh my
You
god,
also managed
I'm
to
gonna this up.
You managed to cure the skin into a leatherite style texture because it's already it's heat resistant because it's a red dragon. But you managed to use it to create sort of a nice grip to the handle, and the whole thing's looking very snaz, but it hasn't all come together again yet.
What kind of damage do you want, Thomas? Like fire, cold, lightning?
I don't think you can use this to make it do cold or lightning damage.
It's probably going to be fire,
It's
given that it's
probably
a
going
red
to be
dragon.
fire. It's a red dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, well, I feel like lightning would be...
Well,
your
as long as
stealth already lesser would be gone.
All right, let me just think about this. Chris.
As long as we think that there aren't going to be... I guess the problem is I do technically already have a fire sword in my backpack, but I've not been using it because that means the shield doesn't work as well as it does.
This
But
sword
it is-
would work with the shield.
Yeah. But the other issue would be if we had other things that were resistant to fire down here.
I feel like maybe we've done the fire thing. It doesn't seem very fiery down here.
That's true.
That's true.
What would you like the red dragon bits to do that isn't fire damage, Em? For God's sake!
Just checking. I'm gonna fireball it.
That'll. Wow.
I'm gonna wreck it. Okay, good.
I'm not gonna wreck it. I'm just gonna fireball to infuse it with my magical energy. What else do you want me to do? Make it fly? I can, but what's the point?
They'd be like a constant spiritual weapon. It'd be amazing.
I could cast haste on it to give it extra actions.
It's a sword. You can't cast any of these things on it. Can you, if you want to fireball it and protect your friends, and also let that empower the sword to do more cool stuff?
I feel like it's like infusing the dragon bits with the sword magically.
Sounds great. Roll
With the
me
fireball.
an Arcana check as you do this. And let's see.
Oh god.
Let's see.
Arcana's not one of my good ones.
I cannot help you beyond that point.
He was a wizard.
That is 19.
Amazing. I don't say that there's a.
Could have been investigation. I have a +13 to investigation.
Yes, you investigate the sword into magical power.
I'm investigating how to apply magical power to it.
Good.
I feel like we all rolled incredibly high.
You did. We had a 29, a non-nat 20, a 23, and a 19. Okay.
This mean I don't get a new shiny toy, do you?
That's not going to work on me now. I have kids.
I'll be honest with you, I'm a little more terrified than I thought I would be.
There is a massive explosion and fire sort of wreathes the inside of this space. And as it simmers down again, you've all been inside Shavarath's fireballs before, you know what it's like. The sword is sort of glowing slightly, floating in midair, and then lands on the floor. It is infused with draconic energy.
Did it work? I'm not really sure what I was doing. I just
None of you have any idea if it worked or not.
Oh, I can identify it. I will identify it. Yeah.
Right.
I'll identify it too. It's a sword.
And Nelmlin goes to sleep.
Exactly.
I don't want to pick it up yet because I'm assuming it's still pretty hot.
Oh, I can fix that too. I'll will it break if I cool it down too quickly?
Yes.
I won't.
Yeah.
Hang on, isn't there? That's part of a process of forging is sticking it into water.
It's sticking into water, which actually makes the weapon very brittle. It was done as a way to cool it down quickly if you need lots of them very quickly. It was more usual to dip them in oil, but that also had problems. Frankly, the best thing to do is leave it to cool down.
Let's do that then.
I will still identify.
I'm right, aren't I? That's something I read somewhere.
I don't forge.
Well, forgers out there in chat, I think that's correct. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Blow on it gently.
Get the fan. We have a fan.
We do.
I've already used it.
Yeah, break.
Just as a regular fan, not as a magical fan.
If I waft the fan, does it automatically cast the spell?
God, I wish it did.
We don't want a gale in here, for
So
God's sake. We
funny
just
if it
had a
did.
fireball.
Oh, God!
The sword just goes flying down the corridor.
Yeah.
If
And then it
suggested,
sprouts wings.
yeah.
Just goes.
If suggested to Corey, she will gently fan
Okay.
the sword, but in a way that means that the spell doesn't cast.
Okay. That's fine, you can do that. Am you still identifying?
It's very cute.
It only takes 1 minute. I'm casting it. I've got spell slots to burn. We're about to long rest.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
The sword has been empowered with a dragon's wrath.
It's got an angry dragon in it.
Oh, all right. I mean, is it good? It's not going to talk to me, is it?
I don't think so. I mean, you could try hitting someone and see what happens. You can hit me if you like. I don't mind.
I'm not going to hit you.
You've got 17 hit points left.
I'm about to go to sleep.
But surely, I
That was
feel
an in-character comment.
You've only got 17 hit points, but I'm about to go to sleep. And everyone else in the real world goes, what does that mean?
What are you talking about?
Nobody else see these health bars above our heads? Just me.
They're green.
I'll pick it up and I'll start doing a bit of like kata with it.
As you move it through the air, it's got it is. You touch the sword and you realise it's warm to the touch. As you cut it through the air, it does that cool thing where the air behind it ripples slightly because it's so hot.
Ooh.
All right.
Very good cooking utensil.
It's
And
hot.
cut butter
hot.
like a.
Looks hot.
Thanks. Oh no, you meant. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, we'll test it out tomorrow, I think.
You can try and
Thank you
cut.
very much.
As part of the hut, there's a little sort of like spit of rock sticking out of the ground.
Give it a go.
Sure. All right. Well, go and hit the rock.
Perfect. As you
Sword
hit
breaks.
It's too soon. Bent it.
As you hit it, roll me a d20. It's an attack roll. You're rolling an attack roll.
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a 4 + 9, so it's a 13.
Totally fine. You cut through the rock, and as you cut through the rock, the sword, because it's hot, cuts through the rock quite quickly. It is almost like a hot knife through butter. Goes through it. And the fiery energy of it, as it does this, sort of builds up towards the end of it. You can choose who this affects. Do you choose for it not to affect your allies?
Yes?
Yep, thank you.
I don't know what the effect is yet, but
I know, that's why I'm asking.
if I get the feeling that it's going to do damage, I don't want it to hurt any of my allies.
Mm-hmm. When you hit it, and then there's a little sort of explosion of fire that affects everything in a 5-foot radius of where you hit it, but you can choose who it affects. That appears to also do more fire damage.
Cool.
Amazing. That you're all right.
Very
Right?
clever.
That didn't hit any of you.
No.
All good.
All good.
Amazing. Gonna start like having a little like
Walking around. La 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 la.
Dum-de-dum-dum.
No, just have a little practice.
You're just going to watch.
We miss Niall nunchucking. Good.
He's gonna run over to Shavara, take a hand, thanks, and then run off and carry on.
Oh.
It's okay. We didn't help.
Otherwise, you
It's
think
fine. It was just Shabbat.
Just like punch
Go play with your time.
Nolan gently on the shoulder. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
It's okay.
And you, Corey. Couldn't have done it without you.
I wasn't. I'm not going to kiss the rest of you, but that's it. Thank you.
I think Hal has started snoring by this point.
Slept through the exploding stone.
Yeah, a little bit.
That was what sent them to sleep.
How did he do that?
Quite impressive.
Elves are definitely not meant to sleep. Like that's some serious issues. I've slept with elves. They don't sleep.
Sounds like a good night. I'm going to go to bed now.
Do I take the first watch?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
Well, Hal's already asleep and Shivareth wants to go to sleep. Corey, do you want to take the first watch with Thomas or Nelman, or would you rather not?
I'm happy to take a watch when I'm told to.
Oh, it's all right. Thomas, I'll stay up with you and then...
What if you're tired?
That's fine. I mean...
I'll take the first watch. You two go nap.
If you're sure.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Cool. Thomas and Shivareth bed down for a long rest, and Nelman and Corey, you're still on this like quite steep crevasse going down into the Underdark. Like, it's still a very weird space to be. There's the faint
romantic.
no, not at all. There's the faint sort of dripping of water because you're sort of nearby this sort of low trickle of water that's running down this space. Otherwise, it's quite quiet. Yes.
I'm so sorry. What's a crevasse?
Oh, it's where
That thing you wear,
Well, that's what I thought. I thought you were saying like a cross between a crevice and a cravat, and I couldn't work out what it actually was.
It's basically a bigger crevice.
a crevasse is a deep crack, oftentimes formed by a glacier or something similar.
Thank you. Okay.
Do you discuss anything?
so we're staring into the abyss. Two women just staring into the abyss.
Yeah.
Loving it.
You're just sitting on the floor, just contemplating, I don't know, death and.
That's 100% what's happening.
Do either of you talk to each other about your current issues or woes, of which there are many, for both of you?
And Emily turns to Corey and says, "It's kind of cold now. We haven't got that fire going."
Yeah, I mean, if I knew I could do it safely, I would make it a thing. But I nearly cooked Thomas that time, so probably shouldn't.
I feel like you did fine. Like you didn't cook anyone.
I definitely nearly cooked Thomas that time.
When was that time?
When there was your friend, the stone person, the in the cave looking for the anvil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I tried to save me and Thomas, and as a result, I nearly cooked us both. I also made it rain that day by accident.
Is in with gold or with water?
No, water.
Oh.
And we were underground. It was quite bad. And previous to that, I had lightning Shavareth in the water by accident.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That was on purpose. You.
No?
Well, yeah, but I didn't know it was going to hurt as bad as it did.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. Like, these things happen. I mean,
They don't happen to you.
I don't know.
You've never accidentally made somebody vomit, I don't think.
No one, like, just for a second is like, and it's like, no, I've not made somebody accidentally vomit, but I've done it on purpose to someone, and I think that's a lot worse.
How do you do stuff like that? So, right. I think Corey's choosing her words very carefully. I think we are both quite dangerous people. And I think when you do it, it's on purpose. And it's to the people that are bad. And when I do it, it's an accident. And it's to my friends.
Nolan takes Corey's hand while still looking forward and says, I have hurt a lot of people on purpose. Some of them I don't know all. Some of them I don't know very well. And some of them I know all too well. And it's not very nice. And today, I really hurt Shavareth by accident. And it sucks because it reminds me of how I used to be. But I know somewhere deep down inside when I look at you that I'm not that bad because you treat me like a normal person. And I think if I maybe treated myself like that a little bit more, then maybe I'd be okay. I don't know. That's just how I deal with it. I can't tell you how to.
It's annoying because it's kind of a side effect of my magic.
Yeah.
Like
But it is what
Shavareth.
makes you special, though.
Well, I mean, but what if the special isn't useful? Like, when Shavareth does things like she can literally envelope us in fire and we're all absolutely fine. I envelope us in fire by accident, trying to do something else. And we're all a mess afterwards.
Makes you feel any better. I've always been a mess.
I think I might have too, but I didn't know until I met you lot. I think I thought I was quite normal.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I think the fact that you ask these questions and I think the fact that you're trying to do better, I don't know, I think that makes you a lot better than the rest of us sometimes. Makes you a lot better than me anyway.
I disagree. with the last part. The sentiment of the first part was really nice. I don't want you to think I'm invalidating you for the first part, but I want you to know that I think you're actually quite cool.
Cheers. I mean, I am cool. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, but you're also you're good cool, not terrifying. I mean, you're a bit terrifying cool, but to the right people.
Yeah, well, let's just hope we don't meet the right people anytime soon. I don't know. I think you're one hell of a friend. And she lets go of your hand and just puts an arm around you.
Yeah.
And just goes back to leaning on you.
Yeah. And then maybe 10 minutes go by and Corey's like, you're one hell of a friend too. Sis.
Cheers. Yeah.
Nah.
It was weird that we didn't get a kiss from Thomas, though, right? Like, you should have at least kissed us on the hand.
Yeah, at the very least. I mean,
Can't be shaking the booty like that and not, give us a little snack. Anyway.
yeah. You know, Nolan, I've never been kissed.
Oh,
No.
well, I hope the first one's good. Mine was terrible. There was this dwarf. He didn't even have a beard yet. And she just goes on to tell
Great.
Oh.
Great.
horrendous story
Yep.
about our very
Perfect.
first kiss.
I bet there was blood
A
involved.
dance. Yeah, but not where you'd expect it.
Of course.
There was a dance. There was wine. There's all dwarven stories must start with.
Dancing and wine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds about right.
Am I telling this story? I was
No,
just letting
no,
it
you
go.
don't want to. No,
You don't
that's
have to.
fine.
I was going to ask, like, how old, respectively, Nolan was when this happened. Older or not than Corey is now.
I think, like, respectively, because how old's Corey?
Corey's probably like gnomish equivalent of like 18. Like tiny small.
I think we figured that Naomlin was 45, which is pretty, like, average for a dwarf, I think. Like,
Dwarves
not
live to
young
be
and
about,
old.
dwarves live to be about, what was it, 300-400 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say that's still pretty teenagerish.
No.
She's pretty... No, she's like she's an adult, but she's a young adult.
Yeah, she's a young
Oh,
adult.
yeah, fair enough.
Whereas Curry
I
is
think-
only just, like,
Only just an adult. Got
Yeah.
ID'd.
got ID'd.
That would, yeah.
got
think the
ID'd
story-
got ID for Jägermeister, like, not even proper.
The story takes place, like, really, like, cutesy young rather than like awkward young, but it turned awkward young.
Okay. Yeah. And
Here it goes, yeah.
and Corey's thinking, oh my god, I'm overdue.
Oh.
I think it reveals a lot about Naomi's actual personality in terms
Great.
of, like, she was a young girl that actually wanted to be kissed.
Oh
But then it went all horribly wrong.
yeah. The Welsh word is cwtch, but we're cwtching. That's what's happening.
Yeah. Good.
Can you both also roll me a perception check?
Oh crikey, here we go.
Oh, wow.
Cracky.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, cracky.
That's what is it, 21?
37.
Oh dear. Oh god. Okay, it's okay. Nermlin rolled really high, but I've got an 8.
What do you say now?
Worse?
21?
21, I can't roll below that unless I roll a natural.
Your reliable talent only applies to skills that you're proficient in.
Yes,
Okay.
and I'm proficient in perception.
Right.
I also took the expertise skill.
You don't see or hear anything.
And yet, Chris rolled a dice. I heard it.
Clickety, clackety, click, click.
Clickety, clackety, click, click.
Look at those smug eyebrows.
The move with the chocolate milk.
Right. Good.
Okay, we're safe within the hut.
You don't know anything's there.
Safe within the hut.
Who takes
Live
over?
within the hut.
Who takes over from for after their watch is completed? Who takes over?